Well, just wanted to talk. I had a few minutes to make a couple of videos, and I wanted to share some useful camping gear in addition to introducing us to my new tent, which is the Nemo Dagger two-person 2025. In the 2025 version, which is the latest version, they made that dagger bigger and they've changed some connection points and some apparatus on there. That's very useful. But one thing I could not do is figure out how to connect the ground floor to the tent. So we'll take a look at that. In addition, some modifications I'm making to the tent that if you decide to get this tent or in your own tent currently may be useful and helpful. So for example, there was no specific place in my Nemo Dagger, in my Nemo Dragonfly, I could take a lantern or light inside and I could clip it to the roof of the tent and it'll create a loop, no extra pieces needed. In this one, they just added a loop. So without a carabiner, there's no place to hang a lamp or anything else for that matter. Now, what they did do in the Dagger 2025 is in the front and the back of the tent, they gave you that space whereby you can put a lantern, a headlight, or some other lighting fixture, and it can illuminate the tent. I'll show you that picture and what that looks like now. Uh, but in the meantime, this is what I use for that. And here's some of my lighting. I like lighting, so I'm a little addicted to it. So what I wanted to do is use my lantern, which is a Nikkor LR 40. This lantern is nice. It's dimmable. I've changed all of my gear. Let's see, there we go. It's very dimmable. I've changed all of my gear to be rechargeable. I don't want to carry back batteries in the backcountry or camping. So this is very much rechargeable, type C. Um, and I'm not sure why my AI just kicked on, so my apologies for that. Let me readjust the camera as it comes back on me. That's that spooky stuff you see on TikTok. Ain't nobody in this room but me and me. So it just turned on. And black people know we'll plead the blood of Jesus in a quick minute. I'm back. Let me readjust this camera some more too, by the way. There, I think I'm in the frame. Hope I am. This is what I use sometimes. I love my lights. I love the camping feel that it gives. And then it was lantern shape, so that helped. Let me turn it off. But there was no place to hang this in my tent. And I wanted to use it since I bought it. So I found this. Let me look it up real quick. This is Night Eyes, Nite Ize. This is a gear tie. And this is, if you're in my generation, you remember we used to have bread ties with the wire in it. This is what this is, essentially. I've got a couple of lengths. Here's a small black one that'll go right in the middle. It'll stay in the tent, and it's movable and it's pliable. It stays. So once I put it on the tab that they have in the tent, I can easily just secure the lantern and just hang it. I'm gonna put a couple of these in my tent. It's technically a gear tie, but it works. Quite strong. Here's another one. This one is about I don't know, 10, 12 inches. Has a nice loop. You can secure it onto something as such, and then bring it back. But this is what I'm going to use to hang my lantern in my tent. In addition, they have a pouch in the front and the back of the tent. I found these lights. These are by another company called Bougie. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Bougerv. Bouge RV. These are fantastic for camping because, of course, it's a lamp. Click and hold, get a light. It's adjustable, lighter and brighter. It's rechargeable, Type-C connection. But get this, it's magnetic. So you can actually attach this to the vehicle, to your car, to the back of the car, or any place that's magnetic. I have a magnetic stand here, and boom, I can just clip it and do that. I hope you could see that. But wait, there's more. In addition to being an adjustable, rechargeable light that's magnetic, it also has, one moment, wait for it, built-in carabiner. See that? And lastly, if you needed or wanted to, you can clip it. And wait, there's more. This yellow button right in the middle, once the light's turned on and you press the yellow button and leave the light on, it detects motion. So it's the cheapest motion detector that I found. Now I tried to use this in a normal campsite. Anytime something would by, the light, it was so dark, the light was so bright. But if you are in the backcountry and you just want a little security and you don't want to pay through the nose, let me see how much it is. I thought I brought it up. $22 currently on Amazon as of October 25th. So it's rechargeable, it's dimmable, and it is motion detector, and it's magnetic. And it has a built-in carabiner that secures down, clips down, and it also has a way that you can clip it to something. Love it. I put this in the tent in the pockets that Nemo offer to illuminate the inside, or I can use this and string this from the top with this little gear tie from Night Eyes. So a couple of ways. Now let's go figure out how to put this ground floor on this tent. So here's one of the corners. I'm trying to be brief, not do the whole assembly on this video, but they have changed the corner hardware. For example, the tent poles go into the hole, and they've made it better for when you stake it down, you can tighten it up. That's nice. Put some tension on it. But on the back side of this clip, right here, is a hook. And that hook is where you connect the ground floor. So for example, if I'm putting this together, my tent pole goes in that hole, and this hook goes right there. And that's your connection point. You're welcome. A couple of more things. In addition to knowing where to connect your ground floor, I'm being redundant on purpose because people are looking for this, or at least I was, and I assume others are as well. Your ground floor is here. There's a little hook based on this new apparatus with the 2025 Dagger. Obviously, your poles go into there. Nice setup. When you stake it to the ground, of course you use these, and then you have a tensioner to tighten it up. One additional novelty they added was, here's your ground fly, and they have this nice key system. Stick it into that. Once you get it in there, this will be edited, of course. You put it into the slot and you turn it. And that's how you secure the ground fly. I'm doing this with one hand. There we go. Much easier than I made it look. So now you have everything connected. All you have to do is stake it down. But wait, there's more. Once you put the ground fly on, and You have everything else. Of course, familiar with tents, underneath the ground fly here, there's some Velcro that you can Velcro to the poles. That's semi-common knowledge. But this piece, that one additional piece, aside from showing us how to connect the ground floor to the tent, they added this. This helps secure the rainfly to the tent. So once you put it on, of course, I showed you down here how to connect it. And there's another connection point right here. This little piece here. Let's see if I can take that off. The camera in hand. I cannot, excuse me. So there's this piece that connects to the crossbar here, and it gives the rainfly more security. So if you were like my dear friend who went hiking Mount Whitney about a week ago, they encountered 40 miles per hour wind, and her dagger held up. But you want to make sure you got all the points secure. And these are some of the things that are not so obvious in some of the videos that are produced by the manufacturer itself. Thought I'd help out.